Hi everybody, it's Heather here with creepy holiday stuff. We'll get into my name, creepy holiday stuff, in a little bit. But we are going to make a winter, I don't know, I call it like a winter frozen icy wreath. I'm going to show you how I make it. I'm using a 16-inch wire wreath, work wreath. And this wreath actually comes with its own ties, but I'm waiting for my shipment, and this had the green, so I just clipped them all off. And I know this looks funny, but it's going to add some extra accent to the wreath because I have silver and I have the white. And I know it looks weird, but it's going to look good. You'll see. I hope. Anyway, I'm using 21-inch white. Nice and sparkly. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Sorry for my setup here. You can't see my face. I have to make more room so I can move my camera back. But being that this is my first video, I wanted to make sure that you could see my wreath, because I know when I'm watching a video, I prefer it when I can see the person, when they're talking, but it's just, I don't have the space right now. I have all of my crafts in this room, it's really, if you could see behind me, you would see tons and tons of stuff. So anyway, here it is. We're going to use this white 21-inch, and for the flowery ruffles, call them flowers. To me, they look like flowers. We're going to use 12-inch powder blue. It's a really, really soft, like a soft baby blue. I really love it. It's really pretty. I was going to use a teal, which I don't. I have it over there. But I changed my mind because of my ribbons. And here are the ribbons. They're very, very pretty. These are actually the Jacqueline Smith edition. I think it's the Midnight Clear edition. This is a really pretty blue with snowflakes. And this is white with silver glitter. I don't know, it reminds me of trees. It's really pretty though. A little thicker. This is sheer. And then I have this powder blue. It's really pretty with snowflakes, and it's doubled. It's got a backing on it. They're wired. I cut these, I think I did, was it? I know, I did 12. I thought I did them a little bigger. Okay. Oh, and I got some awesome picks. I'll show you those in a little bit. All right, let's get started, though. Let's get started. I'll go ahead and do a few. And then, of course, I'm going to go ahead and pause it. I don't want to make you guys sit there and watch me put all of this on. I know that can get boring. And I'll put in the description everything I'm using here, if you would like to make the same wreath. Okay, so we are going to start right here in the bottom. Sometimes I start on the top, sometimes I start on the bottom. It just depends. It just depends. I don't really have a preference. And I'm going to do, well, that was stupid. Okay, do one twist. Okay. I don't like it when my mesh is too turned in. If it's too turned in, I mean, it doesn't puff up well. I like it just barely turned in, so I kind of try to monitor that and watch it. So we are going to, let's see, it's 21-inch. Let's go ahead and do, I'm going to do 21-inch. Puffs. whatever you call them, because I'm using 12-inch flowery ruffles. So, okay, let's go. Let's go 12. Let me see. 112. 113. 12 is my regular, so yeah, I think I'm going to do the 13 because I don't want the white to get drowned out by the powdered blue. So, okay, yeah, I'm going to do 13. I use 10-inch for the flower ruffles. I use 10-inch and 12, but when I use 12, a lot of times it can get drowned out, so I want it to be able to be seen. And I really, really prefer very fluffy wreaths. I think they look really nice. So if you're interested, this is my first video, but it is not my first wreath. If you would like to see what I make, you know, what my style is and stuff, if you head on over to Facebook, I have a Facebook page, Creepy Holiday Stuff, and you can look and see the kind of stuff I make. I'd love for you to like it and follow me, and you'll get to see new things that I have as they come out. And I'm going to be opening up an Etsy store. I do craft fairs, but I decided to finally, I think I'm going to open an Etsy store and, you know, do some craft shows, of course, because I really enjoy it, but whew, it gets hard on me because I have a lot of back trouble. And I thought it would be nice to have an Etsy store and sell a lot of my products from home. But I do have my Facebook page, so I think I'll make the wreaths, and because I always post my wreaths on my Facebook page and whatever else I make. So if somebody, you know, wants to purchase one, I'll let them have a chance to buy it before it hits the Etsy store, I think that would be nice. So I hope to get that set up here soon. It's just hard because I work a full-time job, 40 hours a week, and I do this after work and on weekends. I really enjoy it. And wreaths and arrangements are not the only thing I make. I love to draw. I love to paint. So I like to do stuff on glass. For example, I have this guy. I drew him and I painted him. Just on a little jar. It's like a pickle jar. That's Bumble. If you're too young to recognize him, that's Bumble. He's the abominable snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I just love him. So he's what I keep everything in. But I do that. I mainly prefer cartoon characters and stuff. But I also paint some cool canisters with sports and other stuff. Just gotta check it out. But I do a lot of wreaths and arrangements. I just made my daughter, my oldest daughter, beautiful Christmas centerpiece. She wanted something in rose gold, silver, and gold. And when I was doing it, I started out with the gold as the base color, you know, and I was like, oh, I don't know if this is going to look good, because the gold that was just so strong. And wow, by the time it was done, it was just beautiful. I think so anyway. She loves it, which you'll see it if you go on my Facebook page, Creepy Holiday Stuff, you'll see it. I posted it there. Show it, buddy. So, okay. Coming along quite well. So, I'm going to go ahead and continue going around and as soon as I get ready to, actually I only have 3 more. As soon as I start on the second level, then I'll pause it so you don't have to watch me finish it. I know I'm a jabberjaw. Talking up a storm. So while I'm doing this, I might as well tell you. So my name, a lot of people are like, what? You know, I go to craft fair and I have all these holiday wreaths and stuff, and they're like, why is your name Creepy Holiday Stuff? Well, when I started doing these, my daughter-in-law and I were talking, and she's like, oh my God, you should really make some creepy holiday wreaths. She showed me this one that was it, the clown, it. I'm like, oh, that was it. I was done. I was going to start doing them. So I had made a lot of Halloween. Once I did one, I was hooked. And I did tons of Halloween wreaths and little mini arrangements. And centerpieces. I just had a blast. And then after I started exploring, oh, I saw some videos of some really pretty wreaths. I'm like, you know, I want to make a holiday one too. I want to make a non-creepy. And then I just had people asked to make, you know, oh, can you make this or that? And I found a passion and I love it. I really, really love it. Oh, my Fitbit. Yay, it's saying you met your goal. Gives me all kinds of vibration. So now I have the name Creepy Holiday Stuff, but my variety is everything. Not just creepy, scary stuff. So I was thinking about changing it, you know, Heather's Holiday Stuff, formerly Creepy Holiday Stuff. But I don't know, people know me already as Creepy Holiday Stuff. And I have a Facebook and started an Instagram. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I just finished the first round. I have 16 altogether on here. Yeah, I have 9 on the bottom and then 7 pipe cleaners on the top rug. Okay. So I'm going to go to the top one now, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I don't like having that extra puff, you know, that just doesn't seem to go with the flow. So I'm just going to come over and attach it. Just go straight across like that. Can you see that? Just went straight across into the top row, kind of tight, and then I'm just going to twist it once. From here, I'm going to continue on with the puffs. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to do 1. And then I'll pause it. 13-inch. I just love full wreaths. They're so pretty when they're full. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and continue around. And when you come back, I will be all the way around. Okay? Okay, welcome back. I just made it around. Oh, this mesh keeps sticking to my sweater. I am wearing my very, very old, tattered sweater because it's cold, but I just wanted to be cozy. Long day, you know, Thanksgiving, all the cooking, all the family, so I just slipped this on and didn't really care, I guess. I guess I should have, but it's cozy. Anyway, I made it around to where I first started. If you recall, I showed you right here where I just went straight up onto the, can you see it? There you go. Straight up onto the top. here. So now I'm just going to measure out 13 inches and attach it right on top. And when I put this on, I might have did two, but I untwisted it to where there's only one twist on here. I don't need more than that. Push it down. And then I just do one twist. I only do one because I'm going to put ribbon on there anyway. So, okay. There we have it. And I'm going to cut this tail off. Okay, I'm going to make a tail. So pretty. Like iridescent looking shimmer. And I'm just going to shove it down there for now, and then I will zip tie that later. Okay. Alright. And of course you're going to want to fluff everything up, because these are some big poofy puffs. Big. But you need them big so they don't get hidden and washed away. So there we have it. Man, I'm really sticking over here to my tablecloth. Okay. So it's nice and full. However, it is see-through right now. But that'll change. I already pre-cut my 12-inch. I cut them. I believe I cut them 21. Let's see. I never do anything by the book. Well, there's actually not really a book, but there seems to be kind of a standard. But I like to do it my way. Just about 21 inches. I'm just going to lay that there. And of course, hands down and thumbs here, and let's ripple it all together. And being a 12-inch, it does make a big difference. It does take up a lot of the space. An extra 2 inches. I'll just stick it right on there. I'm going to give it one twist. I see this really long fray. Hate that. Oh, I just snipped that. Should be okay. I didn't really have hardly any inside of the white. But there you go. See how pretty that looks? That looks really pretty. This is 12-inch mesh cut 21 inches. Okay. So do the same thing. So big. So pretty though. And go to the next one. I just love these colors combined. It's just a very soft, but it makes me think like icy, frozen, you know, just really lovely. But you see how, you know, your white, you want it to show through a little bit. Which is going to anyway, because you can see through this. It's not going to get washed out as much as it would be if it was like a red or a green. You know, it'd be so overpowering. So, okay. Go to the next. You know, I made I did a craft fair just this past weekend. It was the Flare on the Farm. It was a really, really wonderful big event. It was great. And it was a weekend event. And I had made a beautiful peacock wreath. And that wreath I raffled off during the event. And after I made it, I was like, oh, I wish I did a video making this so I could share, you know, my design and idea of it, because I think it turned out really gorgeous. It was really, really pretty. But I didn't. But again, if you go on my Facebook page, you'll see it. It's on there. Everything I've made, with the exception of a few glass pieces aren't on there, just behind on the glass. I have some orders. I'm super behind on the glass that I'm doing. I have a customer that loves Charlie Brown. I have a lot of phrase on this one right here. I don't like phrase. I usually like to wait till the end to do all my clipping, but when they're underneath the flowery ruffles, you need to get them while you can see them. Hey, where'd that tie go? He's hiding. There he is. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about before I brought up that. I think it was a peacock wreath. Anyway, it was great. And it's, you know, what's so funny about it is that the lady that won turned out to be someone I went to junior high with many, many, many years ago. It was just crazy. And I slightly recognized her. Now she started talking and she said, oh my God, your name sounds familiar. Your face looks familiar. When she had asked me about this gold. Anyway, it turned out, wow, what a small world. She was very happy. I'm glad she won it. I like to, well, I just recently started. I like people, if they don't mind, when they hang up my wreaths that I made, that they bought, if they would post a picture to my page when they hang it up. I'd love to see it. And I've had a couple, and just I wish I remembered to ask her for the peacock wreath. I would love to see. I'm curious, you know, if she hung it out on her door or if she hung it inside. You know, a lot of people hang them inside wreaths because they're just so pretty. You know, they're not just for a door, that's for sure. My house, whew, with all the wreaths I make, I have them hanging on almost every door in my house. I have them hanging up here in my room, all along the window. They're all bagged up to protect them. It's always a holiday in my house. I have some cute Halloween stuff left over too. I have these really nice witch arrangements. One of them is made out of witch boots. It's pretty huge. Beautiful. If I remember, I'll show you. It's sitting behind me. If I remember, I'll show it to you. I'm having some other pretty ones. Okay, so I'm putting this powder blue, little flowery ruffles in every tie. Really, really helps fluff up the wreath a lot too. Gives it a nice fuller look, you know, really pretty. And because it is 21, I'm sorry, and because it is 12-inch mesh, they're cut 13 inches. Okay, I just made it all along the top tier, and so and just kind of, you know, move it around. You don't really need to spin it hard, just enough to give it a nice ruffly effect. Got the pretty flower on there. Now we're going to move to the bottom. And as you can see, the silver matches the little silvery shimmers. But a lot of it's going to be hidden after the bows and all the accents that I put on there. But even if they show, it's going to look pretty. The white will absolutely look pretty, but the silver will also look pretty because it matches. So I didn't pause the video. I just kept making these. I hope you guys aren't too bored. You could always just kind of fast forward through this if you don't want to sit through all this jabbering and me putting on all these flowery ruffles. I won't blame you. So, because it is Thanksgiving and Black Friday is tomorrow, a lot of stores started their sales tonight, and one of them I have been following was Michael's. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. They opened at 6 p.m. tonight, and they're open till midnight. I was so sure there was going to be tons and tons of people at the door at 6 o'clock, even though it's Thanksgiving. So I gathered up, because I had a dinner here with all my kids and grandkids. I have a really big family. I have 5 kids and 8 grandkids. So I had all their families. So I gathered my 2 daughters and my 2 daughter-in-laws and one of my granddaughters. It's like so crooked. Oh no, it's not. I was like, okay, because we had dinner here at 4, sorry. And I said, you know, Michael's, we were done. We were just all talking, having dessert and stuff. And I said, Michael's has a sale starting. They open at 6 o'clock. Let's do this. And so they all had a mission. I said, my main concern is the ribbon. Their ribbon is going to be 70% off. So, I am really sticking to this. I said, I'm going to go straight to the ribbon. But I assigned some to go to the wreaths, the wire wreaths, work wreaths, see if they were on sale. I had some go to the mesh to see if they had any sale on the mesh. Turns out they didn't have any sale on the mesh. I was pretty disappointed. I imagine they're probably going to have it tomorrow. But I said, don't worry, I will take care of the ribbon. So, turns out their mesh wasn't on sale, and that was very disappointing. But I got so much ribbon. I just couldn't beat the price. 70% off. It was awesome. And what was crazy was there was only a handful of people in the store. I mean, we were ready to just have crowds everywhere. And I was like, oh my God, I really need that candy cane ribbon. It's probably going to all be gone. And, oh, we got to hurry. And wow, just hardly anybody there. I passed maybe one person on my way to the ribbon. So I was in La La Land. I was like a freaking kid in a candy store. I had all that ribbon basically to myself to just sit there and go through. So I don't know, I might do a video to show all the great ribbons that I got from Michael's for such excellent price. It turned out, I'm not exactly sure what it was because I bought other stuff too that I got. What is it, 100 feet? I think it's my candy cane. It's 100 feet, 2.5 inch wired ribbon. I got that for $4.50, I think it was. And then I had a lot of other 2.5 for $3. It was just, it was great. I was pretty excited. I don't have to get ribbon for quite a while. Although actually there's a few I bought this cool on clearance at this store that we have here called Joann's ribbon. I was like, oh, I definitely want some of that. I didn't pick up any black. I need black because it was their Christmas ribbon. It was on sale, so there was, of course, no black there. There's a lot of reds and silver and gold and stuff. So, I got a nice haul of the animal print on clearance. And I got that for $1.97. That's roll. And I got on another sale. It wasn't today. It was, I think, the beginning of the week. Was this ribbon that I'm going to be using on this wreath here, the Jacqueline Smith. I got a few different ones of those. They were marked down too, $4. The only thing is you don't get as much feet, but they're beautiful. Jacqueline Smith, her line of ribbons are absolutely beautiful. I go in there and I see them all. I just have so many ideas in my head. All I have to do is look at the ribbon and it's like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. And I go from there on what I'm going to make. And then sometimes I just put stuff in front of me and I just start putting it together. And it just happens. I tell you what, though, I should do a video, too. I have, you know, when you have all the leftovers, it's like, oh, what can I make? You know, I have just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Well, I have the centerpiece. It could be a wreath, too, because it's on a 12-inch wreath. It could be a hanging wreath, or it could be a centerpiece. I actually was making a centerpiece. But I'm making it with all leftovers. And, you know, I was just doing it as like, oh, let's see if this will work. I think I might have enough. Well, I didn't have enough of this and I didn't have enough of that. And I had, for example, I had 21 inch, you know, for the base going around. And I ran out. And I was like, oh my gosh. I had probably maybe a little less than half of the bottom tier left. And I was like, great, let me go see if I have more. And I went and I looked, I didn't have any more. And my shipment that I'm getting isn't coming until Wednesday. And I didn't want to wait. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm making something out of just all my leftovers, so let me see what I can do. Well, I had some 12-inch grain. And I used that. And I tell you what, you cannot, and I extended the length so it looked, you know, more fuller, because that's how you could tell, you know, instead of being 13 inches, I think it went like 15 or something, and that added just that extra poof to it, to where it took away from the size difference. And I was like, wow. And then it came time to put the little flower ruffles, and I was using red, my leftover red, and I had maybe 4 left ties to do. And I was like, oh, I ran out. And I was using, I think I was using 10-inch red, and it was all gone. So went to my leftover box, nothing except for the little, was it 5 or 6 inch red? I was like, no. So what I did was, I'm like, okay, I can do this. I took it just as I'm doing right now. Excuse me. My hair on my face is tickling. Scrunched up like this. Oh, that's not there. And then I laid out another piece and I scrunched it with it. And I put it in. And I tell you, I was pretty impressed. I'm like, this is awesome. You know, all of this mesh is not going to waste. I'm able to use it. And of course, I'm not going to sell it. I mean, if somebody like really loved it, said, oh, I want to buy it, and they're aware of, you know, all the different sizes, that's one thing. But I made it with the intentions for myself, you know, to put on my table. That's basically what I'm going to do. And I'm not done with it yet, because I still have to do the ribbons. I have to go through my ribbons and see what I have left. But when you look at it, it's just like, wow, it looks good. It didn't hurt it, you know. But then again, I guess you have, you know, your pro wreath makers out there. They're just probably like, oh, I can see that flaw. You know, kind of like when you hear music, you're like, oh, that sounds so nice. You know, they're playing that so good. And then a musician hears it and they can pick up on if there's any flaws, you know, or any skip notes or mess ups. I guess that would be the same probably for someone that designs wreaths all the time and is really, really good at it and pick up on, oh, I could see the flaws in that. Yeah. But I don't know. I can't. In fact, I can show it to you. You can tell me your opinion. I have it under the table here, but let me just, man, no phrase. Don't like them. Ah, this looks so pretty. I just love it. Love the colors. I hope you can see the colors while I'm there. I have one more. That seems awfully close. I have 2 more to do. Okay, so you can get a good look at it so far. Pretty, huh? Although I think my mesh fell, it did. Oh, I only got one. I need one more. Before I do that, and I forget, let me show you what I was talking about. Let's just scoot this over under my table. See if I can get this out. Where is it? Here it is. I'm just busy working on it, so I just put it on top of this box here. Oh, I got something in the way. Oh, that's what it is. Got other mesh attached to it. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, here it is. So, if you can see it. Can you see it? It's not done yet. Let me move. I have all this stuff everywhere. There we go. So there it is. This is what I have so far. I got some frays. Obviously, I have not clipped that you can see there. I think it looks so cute. But you can't really see, you know. Can you see where I have much smaller? Well, you probably can now that I brought your attention to it. Smaller mesh though, little flowers. But it needs to be, you know, kind of fixed. But there it is. You know, you'd never know that the green. You'd never know that the green has different size. You'd never know that the red, unless you really analyze it. You know, a lot of times when you look at a wreath, you're looking at the whole thing. And if you take the time to just zone in on certain areas, I don't know, maybe you pick up on it. But still, there's no ribbons on this. So once the ribbons are on it, I think that you're not going to be able to see. But I was going to put the glass vase right here in the middle with a floating candle, just like I did with my daughters. And then ribbon it up and put some accents, and it will be my leftover wreath with everything all made from leftovers. Just put that back in there. Okay. There is. Let me do this one, and then I gotta cut one more. One more. Sorry guys, I will go ahead and I will put a couple of ribbons on, and then I will give you a break and not make you sit there and watch me do that, okay? I promise this time. Just get some of these frays on the bottom. This would be a darling. It's a boy wreath for a brand new baby boy. If I had the ribbon picks for that, it would be so adorable because the color, this pink is, this powder blue is so lovely. I hate it when it does that. Just wants to come Alright, so I'm going to cut one more. We'll get started on the ribbon. There you go. Sorry. Where is it? What the heck did I do with it? Oh, it fell down. Here it is. Okay. So, let's do 13. But, get a better edge on that. Let me just cut a better edge. There we go. I wish it wasn't so cold. I'd take my sweater off so I stopped snagging. However, the dress I'm wearing snags a lot too. But nowhere's like it does. Really, all on the... Oh, what am I doing? That was dumb. I cut 13-inch because I was talking about the other wreath. And I got sidetracked. That's what I did. I got sidetracked. I'm doing 21. 21 for the Flowery Rebels. You guys are probably sitting there going, what the heck is she doing? Okay. Oh, I ate so much dinner today. I feel swollen, burning sodium, but it was delicious. We actually made 3 turkeys. We're a big family. There's 20 of us all together. With everybody that always comes. Anyway, my husband smoked one on his Traeger. He just loves his Traeger. He deep fried one. It was our very first time having a deep fried turkey. And then I did traditional in the oven. But we were told by many people, once you deep fry a turkey, you will never go back to making it traditionally. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't feel the same way. I don't. Even my husband was like, I mean, it was crispy on the outside. The skin was really crispy. And it was tender inside. But I don't know. It was just different. I prefer traditional stuffed turkey in the oven. But it was nice having, try something different. That was nice. But what is just maybe fried chicken in the deep fryer. Okay, so there we have it. You can see it. And you can see how there's some of the silver in there. And we have our white. I love these. They're so puffy and nice. All right, we have our ribbon now. I think these were extras. I think. These are all wired. This one looks smaller. What did I do here? I think they were leftovers. They were leftovers. sometimes, because you know what I do is I'll take the ribbon when I'm going to cut it. I don't have something to wrap it around, so I'll pull it down, I'll measure, and then I fold it, and then I just continually go around. But the bad thing I noticed, if you don't cut your ribbons individually, and then when you go around so many times and then you bring the scissors up to cut, even though you're pulling up to cut, it seems like they're not measured right. Not all of them are the same size. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So a lot of times I like to individually cut them, but not always. So we're going to do 2 ribbons in each one. I think I made enough for each one, but I'm going to change them up. I'm going to do the blue with the white and the powder blue with the white. Back and forth, back and forth. Okay? So let's start with this top row. And then I grab it and I pinch it in the middle. I guess I should show you if you're wanting to learn and you don't know how. You fold it over to get your middle. Once you have your middle, you just grab it and crinkle it all together. Pinch it. I bring it forward. Sometimes I'll do this. I mean, this is something that can be done after the fact, you know, but just depends. You can open your tie if you want. I'm not, because I only twist them once going around each time. Then I go 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm getting a hot flash. Whew. Yep, I get hot flashes. Okay. And then I just kind of adjust it there. I want the mesh to show, so I'm not going to overpower it with ribbon. You know, I love, doing all kinds of ribbons, but this one I wanted a lot of the mesh to show. So I only wanted to use 2 per tie. So we'll go to this next one, fold it over to where it's in the middle. That one seems a little longer, but that's okay. Not going to hurt that much. And then we crinkle it together. Pinch it. And we'll just stick it right in here. Like so. 1, 2, 3. That is lovely. Oh, I love these together. It's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I love it. Look at that. I sure hate the little wires on the tips. Sometimes I try to bend them in a little bit. I have been stabbed so many times. One time it felt like it went to the friggin' bone. I was like, really? I know it didn't, but it sure felt like it. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay. I will give you guys a break, and when I come back, I'll be around the top row, okay? And then I'll make you hang out with me for part of the bottom. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Oops. Before we start, I see that one of these ribbons was not cut good. Dovetailing them. I just fold them together. And then clip at an angle. Okay. Okay. I wanted to show you for the bottom row. If you can see, I'm putting when I put in the ribbon, I'm putting the ribbon in this way at an angle. That's so I can bring them downward. I mean, you can do it, you have your preference, you know, whatever you like. But for this particular one I'm making, I wanted these ribbons to go downward. You can see that. Okay. So, all right. I think I'm changing the name of this wreath. I am naming it Winter Wonderland. That's what I see. Winter Wonderland. Okay, so, of course, we come to a situation where we have two blues here, because we're doing, you know, every other one different colors, and I end up with two here, but that's okay, because, you know, I have a little sign I'm going to put on there, and some picks, and it just, to me, it doesn't really affect it once all that's on there. Same thing's going to happen down here. As you can see, I have a light blue here, so I'll need a dark blue on this one, and then a light blue on this one, and then there's another light blue one over there. But that's just what happens. And always make sure too, when you're putting your ribbon on, you know, one side, for example, this one has no glitter, but this side does. So you want to make sure if you have ribbon, you know, that has glitter, or it might be a little darker on a particular side, make sure you have that side. So, see if you can see here. Here's the tie. I'm opening it up and I'm going in horizontally. Okay. And I just go 3 times. I think that was 3. And then I just kind of go in a downward motion. And then turn them a little bit like that, downward. And then I like to, you know, every other color. Okay. And let's see. So we'll do, this one is doing another blue, dark blue. I'm gonna have 2 colors no matter what of the same kind, so I have powder blue here, so I might as well do blue here. So it's not so heavy on the dark blue. That shows up even more. Okay, we're going to get ready to start the fun part. The fun part is actually decorating it. It seems to me, it's when you put, you know, the picks on it and the sign, to me it just really brings the wreath to life. It brings character to the wreath. You know, I just love it. Okay, another hot flash. They just come and go, I tell you. They're not as bad as they used to be. They used to come much more frequently. Died down. Okay, so I have a lot of fun stuff to put on this. I just haven't decided exactly what. I know for sure on the sign, which I will show you. Okay, one sec. So thirsty. Okay. Reach around here. Oh, completely behind me. 1 second. Let me show you the different things I have. And what I may or may not use. Like I said, I don't know yet. Not a lot of stuff. Let me plug in my little baby. I have had this glue gun for years, and it's still going strong. Okay, let me show you what I got, and we'll kind of look and see what's going to be used on this Winter Wonderland wreath. Thanks. Everything's sticking. Let's get it out of my way for a second. All right. So I have some mesh tube. It's turquoise. It actually might look really pretty. I originally was going to use turquoise on here, but I changed my mind because I got this pretty powder blue. But I mean, this can still work, you know, I still look pretty. So I might do that. I'm not sure yet. These are super cute. Excuse me. Aren't those cute? They come in threes. And I thought, wow, I don't know. Just for a little accent, you know. So if I use them, of course, I'm going to cut them. But we'll see. I have like 3 or 4 of these I got. I got these at Joann's. They had them on sale. And off this Ross, you can get some really good deals at Ross. I got this at Ross. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at that. I mean, I don't know. This can actually be used as a centerpiece of the wreath, you know. And you can move these. They're wired. You can, you know, change them however you want. But let's see. Let me show you what I mean. Look at that. Can you see that? Beautiful. That could actually be used as a centerpiece. Oh, that's gorgeous. I don't know. I'm tempted. Hold on. Let me look at it again. Wow. Very pretty. I have that. Now, where is it? Oh, here's a sign. I got this sign at Kmart. And it actually came on a stand right here. Was connected to a little wooden stand. I had my husband cut that off for me. And that was at Kmart. It's really cute. So, let's take a look at what that would look like. Let me scoop this. I don't have a lot of... Oh. I don't have a lot of table room. Hold on, something just fell, but I want you to see. Okay. Alright, so let's bring this over here for you to see it better. So it's gonna wire this in. This is where I have the 2 dark blues right there. Let's see, yeah. So that would go right there. Isn't that darling? North Pole, Candy Cane Lane, Santa's Lodge. Love it. I have some of these, which I absolutely am going to use. I'm going to hot glue them on. Definitely. And I got these at Joann's also. Using these old wire cutters. I used my husband's. I lost his wire cutters. They're somewhere in the house. Just don't know where. So I'm just going to cut these off. Got these on sale too. Got 3 of them. And I'm just kind of moving around somewhere. So cute. And I got one of these. I don't remember where I got this one. It was either Joann's. It must have been Joann's. When I buy stuff like this, I always kind of open them to see, okay, well, I can get, how many pieces can I get out of it, you know? I can get a good amount. And I just stick them in here. So this I'm going to use for sure, too. I like that. I got these at Michael's. They're leaves with silver and like a turquoise blue glitter. I think there's 3. Yeah, I have 3 in there. I don't know. Seems a little strong on the silver. Possibly won't use that one. Let's see. It's getting hot. These have a lot of glitter. It just falls off. I'm going to actually move it over here. The same as this. These are beautiful. It's a lot of silver also. I have a lot of silver, but I don't know if I really want to accent it a bunch with silver. You know, I have my silver here and then some of my ties. So I'm not sure yet if I want to use that. I have ornaments here that are lovely. They match really nice. This is a Jacqueline Smith collection also. Comes in blue, silver, powder blue, and then it has a silver, powder blue, and dark blue. It's weird. It's really neat look there. I don't know if you can quite see that. And then it has a white, like a pearl, glittery. So there's 9 of these, and I like to put the ornaments on the top row. Yeah, the sides, you can't really see them as much, but I mean, a lot of times I do put them there also, but in this case I don't have enough anyway. So I have 7, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7. So there's 9. It's going to be awkward because there's 2 of each color. Well, there's 3. It looks like there's 3 silver, but one of them's not quite silver. This one's not. It's an oddball out. So let's see. I can do let's see. I'll just open it and put them down to get a look. Maybe put the dark blue on that powder blue and a light blue on a darker blue ribbon. Accents it much better if you have dark on light or light on dark. And we'll go with a white one. See, now this is where I have to really watch out because I have ribbon here and I don't want the sign covered. So, right. Downward. Like that. Put a white one there. I don't want to hide the ribbon, you know. So, okay, so we have the 3 colors there. And we have this mixture one. I'll open that. The mixture color. And then I think I'll... that one is this light silver one. That's not my one. And I'll put I end up with a light blue on the light blue, but I'm going to go in the sequence here. And then dark. Well, now I can put that. No, that should be dark blue. And after the dark blue goes another light one, so we end up with. See. All right, let's. So there's these two left. Oh, dang it. So frustrating when that happens. Take a look at it from on top. Everything's just falling. Okay. Alright, I think that's the way I'm going to do it. So before I hot glue them in, I'm not going to wire them. I'm just going to hot glue them. That seems to work perfectly fine for me. Somebody has to be pretty rough with their wreath, you know.
Your grandpa's already.
Alright. Had to break away there for a second. I had an interruption. So, before you hot glue your ornaments on, just readjust your ribbons to where you want them to be, because once you hot glue, you're not going to be able to adjust sometimes, most of the time. Okay, so I think that looks fine. I think that looks okay. Okay, so I'm going to hot glue around this part. You actually can take it off if you prefer, and I always put some on the tip and then a little around the sides. I like to make sure it don't go anywhere. Open up the pull ties, you know, just spread them open. Adjust your ribbon again. Just let it right there for a second. Okay. Okay. On to the next one. Listen to that. My kids, my kids hate it when I'm in the living room and I'm working on stuff out there because my glue gun, it's so old. I mean, it has just, look at it, it's like got something growing on it. It's so gross. I just refuse to buy a fancy one. This works. You know, it still works, so I'm going to keep using it until it doesn't work. But when it doesn't work anymore, I'm going to get me, well, I want to get myself one of the cordless ones, but we'll see. If this does the job, why worry about it, right? I just love this. It's just so pretty. Definitely. I'm going to title this Winter Wonderland Wreath. That's what I see. Like I was telling you earlier, when you start putting your stuff on it, it brings it to life. It starts giving it character, you know, and once that happens, I don't know, I see it a different way, and I now see it as a winter wonderland. So that's what I'm going to call it. This is a pain, though, having to keep putting in new stick. And it doesn't catch on the second or third push with a new stick, and I have to push it in there. Come on. I just finished telling people this thing works. One more. I'm getting more iffy on using the tubing because I don't have turquoise in here, and I hate to introduce turquoise without having any other color, having that color to match. Although, I mean, I know it would still look okay, but I don't think I should bring that color into this because this is doing good with what it's got going on, you know? I think anyway. So we have 3 of these, and I want them to be able, to stand out so they know they could see them. You don't want it to be washed away. So I like to put it, something like this would be on like the highest pouf so it stands out. And if you look closely, you can tell this side is raised a bit, and this side is flat, so you want the raised. I don't want this to fall off because it's just going to be hot glued barely on here, so put it in a couple of different areas on it. Hold it there for a second. See, there's a third one. I think it fell off. Or it's washed out in here. There it is, see? Kind of washed out in there. I didn't even see it. Oh. So, I think I might see. My eyes keep taking me right here. Right there. This one for sure I want to put right there. Just going around the web area of it. Oh, that's hot. Okay. I think that stands out alone a little too much. It's kind of like out of place up that high. I think right there. It's coming to life, everybody. It's coming to life. I honestly hate putting signs on. I have a lot of trouble with them sometimes. I do. Sometimes I really don't like it. It can be a big pain. I'm just going to cut these down. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, it's just popping right off. Should have checked that first. Usually that's what they do. Okay. Oh, let me sit here. My back really starts giving me trouble. Stand too long, if I sit too long, constantly move. Okay, so I think I'm just going to sprinkle these around the wreath. I'm going to move this. Well, maybe it'll stay. I actually, when I'm doing this, I put it on, oops. I put it on a wreath holder on the door, and I a lot of times put my picks on it that way because then I get a good view of it, you know. But you guys can't see it that way, so let me put this box that I have some of my other picks in here, so that maybe you can see it. Turn the box in. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm trying. I'm trying, guys. I want you to be able to see what I see. Okay. Hopefully that's okay. I'll show you a front view once we're done, but at least you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to kind of sprinkle these around. Get an idea of really what I'm going to do first. Maybe around the ornaments. I like that look. Spot of glue. Pop it right in there. It's like little snowflakes. I don't know if you can see that there. Let me show you up close. They're like itty bitty little snowflakes. Aren't those darling? And they're so cute, aren't they? You know, they don't have to go in every one. It would be nice, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to do every other one first. And then I'll get a feel for it. Get a little bit of a feel. So, as we have the two blue ribbons, if you recall here on the bottom, ow, I just burnt myself. Jeez Louise. If I do every other one with the little snowflakes here, I'm going to have two. So, I think instead of doing every other one, I'm going to go for it and do every one. That looks cute next to the big one. They're the exact same color, the same glitter used. It's very beautiful. Put it down in there. There we go. And see how we had the white? The white looked better while I was making the wreath. With the ribbons, you know, the fluffy white. But now to me, I mean, it still looks good, but these look better. They're smaller. I can kind of just roll them a little bit. These are much bigger. So I'm going to have to like twist or something, but they're standing out a lot to me. I'm seeing them a lot, but I don't think it's hurting it a lot, but it did look better before the ornaments. I'm just curling them in so they're not poking straight up. Okay. All right. I have to do these two here. One more right here. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. I'm going to save these because they're so darling. I have 4. So I don't know if I should. I don't want to overdo it, you know. Sometimes little is more. I don't know. I'm going to set them aside for now because I do have to hook this on. If I did use these, of course I'm not going to use the whole bundle. Come on. They really glue these together good. I use this style of picks on my Halloween arrangements too. They're really attached and you have to like pull them apart. And you have to be careful because they're all just glued and stuck together. But if you are careful, you can separate them and get out a few individuals. Because I don't want to overpower the wreath if I do use it, you know. I just want a couple. I have to tell you, I love glitter, but it is sometimes a problem. Oh, that one broke. Dang it. Problem for me because I have that darn sleep apnea really bad, so I do have to use a CPAP machine. And sometimes when I'm done working on a wreath, I have to go straight to the shower because it's in my hair, on my face, and I can't take a chance of breathing in, getting it in my mask and breathing in glitter all night. That would not be good. Okay. There. Finally. Let me take out 3 of them. I know, sorry this is taking so long, but I should have did this before I started the video, but I wasn't sure I was going to even use it. Okay. One more is all I want. Come on. I feel this glitter like flying all over the place. This is horrible. Alright, well, let's turn out 3 videos. Let's just, you can see it like everywhere. Let me just cut them down, get an idea of how I'm, whoa. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to put one down here so you can see it better. The angle you're on, my next video you'll be able to see much better. I apologize. You can see down here, huh? Okay, let's just go like that. No, not like that. Maybe. Okay. Just to get an idea. Winter Wonderland. That is what I see. My arm is burning right there on my, ooh, it's on my tap. Jeez Louise. Man, that hurts just touching it. Man, I didn't realize how bad it burned me. I gotta stand up and look at this better to get a better view of what it looks like. I'll show it to you as well. I think I want it a little more hugging the wreath like that. Like this one, you know. Not sticking out, you know. I think that looks better, hugging it and being in it like that. Like that. I like this look. Fortunately, I'm going to tackle this some more because I think it needs some work. Let's see. Oh, that one came out so nice. This one's kind of thick. But let's see, 1, 2, 3. I don't want to put too many. We don't want it too crazy where your eyes don't even know where to look. Oh, I forgot, you guys. Forgot about these. I don't know. We'll see about that. Let's deal with these first because these are for sure. I like it. There's one there, one there, one there. Maybe one. I don't want it to show. Like that. So pretty. And I mean, it doesn't stand out drastically either. So, all right, let's get these glued in there because I'm happy with where they are. I'm going to put it, I don't know if you can see, right along this side and then again on this side. Where was it? Was it here? I hope it was here. I don't remember where it was. I think it was here. I think. That'll work. Let it kind of sit in there. Okay. I am so good at burning the crap out of myself. I got glitter so bad everywhere. Okay. This one. Right there. Coming along sweet, guys. That's okay. A little bit of depth in there is nice. That one's going to be right behind there. Make sure it's in there. Touching this one. There we go. Okay. Man, my arm, it's really burning. That one is behind there. Okay. Ooh, my back is really, lower back starting to really hurt again. So frustrating. Not too much, you know, just a little bit. I wonder if I should. Tempted to put one here and one here, but I don't want to overdo it. You know, I don't want to make it too busy. But let me see. I'm thinking if I add those white balls, that might bring it out too busy. Might change the whole look of it. I don't know, I think that probably goes okay. Let me get one more. One more have different thickness. The thinner ones I like. I want to be done with the glitter. I love it, but I want to be done with it. Okay. Yeah, it just like wraps it around like a snake. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Maybe coming down at this angle. Like that. Yeah, like that. Well, it's kind of close to this one, but it goes. No, you're turning on me. Really gets stringy. And then I think one right here. And that's all. I'm going to throw these away because the glitter is just, I have so much, I don't need more. Okay, sorry about that. Whoa. Sorry guys, I just bumped into my camera. There we go. Can you still see? Yes. Okay. These kind of decorations, they're not cheap. They're regular $7.99. It's definitely best to get those kind of decorations on sale because they are expensive. I'm thinking deep in there. I like it. I like it. Open wide. Okay. All right, guys. What do you think? What do you think? This glitter. Ooh. I don't know if you can see this on here, but oof. Thick on the glitter, man. Thick on the glitter. Let me just kind of get it off here. Glue it on here. Get some of it off here because it's just overwhelming. Glitter in the eye is not good. Okay, this obviously, like I showed you a while ago, this obviously is not going to be used. This is going to, I think this is going to be more of a centerpiece. Definitely. I don't know if I should put these in. Let me just get an idea. I don't even know where it would go. There's so much, you know, like I have this here and this here. I think that I feel like there's really no place for it. Yeah, I'm going to pass on these. I'll use something else. Wow, they work good for the glitter. Look at that. Maybe I'll keep them for that. I like that. Okay. Give me 1 sec. I have to get my wire for this. Oh my gosh, I forgot something. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I forgot I had this. Look at it. Oh, what do you think? I don't know. Let's check it out. Let's check it out and see. Well, it has a hook. I wonder if that could come out without affecting. There we go. Sure hate to step on that. Put that in the bag. Okay. All right. I forgot about him. See, now it's a different kind of blue, but it just kind of goes. But then again, it's like, do you really belong in the snow? You know, in this winter wonderland? I don't know. I'm wondering if I should save him for a different one, you know, with teal in it. I wish this was live. I said that before because then I can get some feedback on what you think. It is pretty, but I don't think it needs it. I mean, it looks fabulous, but I don't think it needs it. It's not a snowbird, you know, so it might actually, if you really analyze it, it's like, wait, it don't really belong. Okay, so let me hold this up so that you can see. I don't have the sign attached yet, but just so you can get a better view of what we've basically done together, you know? All right. See that nice look here, everything. So before I do the sign, I want to kind of look at the bottom here. I'm thinking that the bottom is okay the way it is. You know, I got all this going on top. I don't really think I need to worry about the bottom, and it's okay for the pipe cleaners to show through. So I'm happy. I'm not, every time, look at that, it's swollen. Can you see that? Right there on my tattoo. It freaking hurts. Not worried. I think it looks good. I think it looks nice. I'm not going to worry about these on the side because, you know, you have your ribbons there, nice pipe cleaners. Just, I mean, I can even curly cue them, but sometimes they look better not being curly cued. Kind of heavy. After I get the sign on, I won't make you have to sit through this video while I do it, but I will attach a backing. I have a blue backing that I'm going to put to cover all my work back here. That will go on. Okay, that looks good. So I'm going to work on this, and I'm happy with where it is. I think that's fine. Get a better look at it. Yeah, I think it's perfectly fine where it's at. Just like that. The part I don't like is that this is green. My floral wire is freaking green. And I don't want to poke any holes in it. I don't want my husband to drill holes in it to put wire through. Absolutely do not. So I'm going to see if I can, let's see. I can always hot glue it too, but I don't rely on that at all. But I definitely can use it as a reinforcement, well, which will be probably right in here, these areas, and then right there. But before I do that, I got to get some kind of securing here. Let's see. Let me just do this really quick. And the wire wreath is way below. That's another problem. It's not directly under this. It's below at an angle. I don't want it to sink in, so I'm not even going to flip it over. I'm using my hands. I'll show you so you can see what I'm doing. You see under there? I don't want to lose it, but I want you to be able to see how to do this. Here's the wire. And here's my floral wire, so I'm just going to wrap it around this one right there. Okay? And I can do that without looking, because I don't really want it to move too much. I want to make sure it's where I want it. So I'm going to wrap it carefully without it moving too much. So I hope you enjoyed my video now that we're getting close to it coming to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I did not talk your ears off so much. But just thought it's nicer to chat than just to sit here and watch me do this, especially without a face. My face is hidden, and it's not hidden purposely. Okay. I mean, I don't need it like super, super tight. I'm just wondering if I should come up. No, I think I'm going to cut it there because I don't want. You'll see it if I try to go up. You'll see it from behind. And that wouldn't look good. Oh, and close to my finger. So I'm just going to turn it in a little bit so it doesn't. There. Twist it around one more time so it's secure. Then I'm actually going to take my glue gun and glue over what I just did. And give me a second to let it dry. Now I'm going to turn it, gently turn it over. You can see where it is I want it. So I'm going to take more wire. I don't know if this will reach there and here. Let's see. Make it a new one because I don't want the knot to show. Okay. All this fluff. Losing it back here. I got some praise to clean up too. All right, so trying to back around. Take another look. I want the ribbons to not look really tied down. This one it can, I guess, right there because I am going to glue it. But I want it to be there. Okay. I have to go around the star. I hate doing that, but it's all I can do without having to drill holes. Don't want to drill holes. It's got its own mind. It's trying to do its own thing. Upward. Okay, let me turn it around so I can work on it better. Sometimes it's good to do that too, because you get a better look at what you got going on here. Okay. Alright, I'm going to find these. There they are. That's easy. Okay. Don't want to make it too tight. I just want it to be secure. I'm going to go ahead and go up to this one. Like that. I don't want it to be swallowed in there too. Just want it secure, but not pushed in really far. Okay, and then I'm going to twist it like so. Make sure everything's still good. Okay, and then normally for a video, it's like, okay, I'm just going to do this and kind of half-ass just to get the video done, but I don't want to do that because it might move around on me, and I don't want it to move around on me. Once, because like I told you, I have a lot of trouble with signs sometimes. They just don't like me. So once I get it where I like it, I want to make it stationary. It went down a little bit, but I don't think it's too much. I can just fluff up that a little bit. Let's see. Not bad. And then some of these fluffs. Okay. That's fluffy cleaned up. All right, I'm happy with that look. And now what I'm going to do, just to make sure it stays where it is, I'm going to reach in here, a couple of little squeeze, and then attach it like that. Do the same thing right here. Okay, come from underneath. Make sure it's attached. Let it sit for a second. Looks nice and even. And of course, I'm going to go around and I'll trim it, you know, and I'll do all that manicuring that it needs. Fix all these. And then put my backing. I'll do all that stuff. And I will go ahead and post this on my Facebook page. Creepy holiday stuff. and my followers on that page will have an opportunity to buy it before I open my Etsy store, because that's not done yet. But once I do open my Etsy store, I'm going to go ahead and still, you know, because I have that Facebook page, I'm going to post my wreaths as I always do and give my followers on there the opportunity to buy it first. So if you'd like to keep up with my wreaths that I make and my paintings, you won't see a YouTube video with my paintings, because that's just something I do, and then I post on my page, my Facebook page, on Creepy Holiday Stuff. But come by and check it out and look at my stuff. My next video, I'm going to do, it's like a candy cane, but I don't have a candy cane sign, so, but it's going to be the style. It's all in my head. It's going to come together online, you know, you can watch it come together with me, but it's going to have the red and white stripes, and there's a few picks in there that's just going to make it pop. So right now it's my candy cane wreath, even though I don't have candy canes for it, but once I start getting my stuff in there, I'm sure the character is going to come out and come to life, and I'll have a name for it, so we'll see. So I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. So definitely, I would love it if you would like my channel and subscribe, and hang out and leave me comments, any suggestions. I would love to find out what you guys think about the bird. This little guy right here. What do you think? Do you think I should have put him on here? I don't know. Leave me comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks again for watching me and putting up with me. And happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye.